What just happened?
We got a van.
We finally bought the van after how many years? Talking about it for like 3 years.
It's a big boy.
It is a big boy. Big day. Bailey's excited too. I'm Liana.
And I'm Aaron.
And this is Bailey. And we just bought a Ford Transit that we are going to convert.
Yeah, got a lot of work ahead of us. So yeah. So since we just got the van, we're gonna take off all of this paneling here. I think this van came with like the load protection package, so we gotta strip all this away. We're gonna give it a nice clean, maybe try to repair some of the little exposed metal stuff, and then we can start.
All right, let's do it.
And then we'll get in there with the hammer. Ooh.
Just finished taking off all of the side panels that were up on here, and now we're going to just do like a deep cleaning of the van before I move on to other stuff.
So it's been pretty rainy the last few days, and we did see that there's some sort of pooling going on here. We did notice the rust the other day, but yeah, so I was trying to research it. The water ends up coming in through here, or I guess all of these potentially, and it's specifically through the little rocker pins. I think that's what they're called. So some people just seal it through here, so we might do that later since that's outside, but while we don't have any insulation or framing or anything in, we're gonna try to seal up, for example, all these little pins. And we're just gonna use some silicone. We're getting some rust there, all in this area, right? That doesn't look so great. So obviously water's been coming in through here, which has to be that seam right here. And we're gonna get up on there, clean off the line that we believe is leaking. And if I fall, at least we captured it on camera. Look at it, you can clearly see, right? There's some of these kind of openings. And then over here it gets worse. So that's gotta be where the water's coming from, in my non-expert opinion. So we're gonna try to close those gaps up. And yeah, I've also swapped out to the lap sealant by Dicor 501 LSW. So since it's just gonna be a thin bead, I don't think it's gonna run. Never really used this before, but it's what all the cool kids are using. So I'm gonna get back up on the ladder and we're gonna hope it goes well. We're gonna tape it. Oh man, that whole time I wasn't recording. So I applied the lap sealant along my tape lines, and then I went back through with my finger, just pushed on it, made sure it went in, and then also tried to smooth it out. So back to our original rust spot, which is in there. So we're gonna try to treat that with some Rust-Oleum clean metal primer. So I don't know how well I'm going to be able to get in there to try to get off as much rust as I can, but I'll try to do that. And then we'll give it a good cover of this. So I got my wire brush. We're going to try to get as much of that off as we can. It ain't gonna be perfect, but it'll be better than nothing. So yeah, you can actually see this seam between the two panels is where all that rust is coming in. So I'm guessing those two places where I was pointing out earlier were causing the water to get in, and then it kind of just like runs down this channel. We're gonna have to try to treat all of this, since this is our only opportunity to do so. So we're gonna give it a good vacuum. Nice. Alright, so let's see if the camera ends up falling or not, but yeah, the camera's in a very precarious spot. So right now I'm just gonna go over everything that I just sanded and cleaned with some primer. And then I think I'll go over it with the die core, just because we already have that open. And might as well. Definitely not winning any awards with this. Oh, the camera's already tilted. Why don't you guys say something? Oh boy. Okay, so we're gonna let this dry. I think it's been 15 minutes now or so. So we're gonna go back outside. So yeah, I guess we'll feel if it's pretty tacky. No, it's pretty dry, or dry enough. So we're gonna try to peel off the tape gracefully. So it ain't perfect, but from here it looks perfect. It looks pretty good. You know, we'll take that. I'm not mad about it. I'm gonna go back through our little rusted areas in here. Well, mostly up here, and just try to seal all the seams between these two pieces of metal. We're gonna hope it works out. I think the paint should be more or less dry. Maybe I'll give it a few minutes and then do it. So I got the silicone back on. And yeah, this side's not leaking, but I figured we should just do the runners here anyways. So we'll be sealing up pretty much all of these guys the same way we did the other side, all the way around the wheel well. And then yeah, I guess I'll just hit these up too, because I don't know, might as well. This is our only opportunity. I'll show you what I've been doing, but I've been basically just trying to get it on there nice and good. A nice bead, and then I go back in with my finger just to squish it into any gaps and holes and whatnot. And then yeah, then once everything's dried and cured, maybe we'll try to shoot some water at it. I got a nice water gun. We'll go pew pew, and then we'll see. So hopefully it's all good. Uh-oh.